This chicken piccata is bright, buttery, and full of flavor, and it's this week's recipe in my Sunday recipe series. Today I'm serving it over fresh angel hair pasta. That sauce is perfect for pasta, and here's everything you're gonna need. For this dish we're using chicken thighs, garlic, lemon, capers, white wine, chicken broth, and cream. And if you're making fresh pasta like I am, you want to get that ready to go as well. For this dish we'll start by getting everything prepped out. We'll start by prepping our parsley. Pull the leaves from the stems and give them a rough chop. We're just using the leaves here. Next, mince 3 cloves of fresh garlic. I really don't recommend using jarred garlic for this recipe or anything really. This dish is very simple, so using fresh ingredients really makes a difference. Next, we'll zest 2 lemons. I like to use a microplane for this. If you don't have one, it's a great tool to keep in your kitchen. I use mine all the time. Then we'll juice those same 2 lemons. You could use bottled lemon juice, but since we're using the zest as well, whole lemon works best and we use the whole thing that way. Now we'll get ready to dredge our chicken thighs. I'm using all-purpose flour seasoned with kosher salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Some recipes call for chicken breast, but I prefer chicken thighs. They're way more flavorful and stay much more tender. Now we'll dredge the chicken thighs in our seasoned flour. Coat them one at a time, making sure all the surfaces are covered. This flour actually does a couple important things. First, it helps the sauce cling to the chicken really nicely. And it also helps thicken the sauce slightly as everything cooks together. Once the chicken is dredged, heat a pan over medium-high heat. For this dish, we'll use the same pan to build our sauce, so it's important not to burn anything. Otherwise, the sauce can pick up that burnt flavor. We'll sear the chicken a few pieces at a time so you don't crowd the pan. We're just looking to develop some nice color on both sides. Once they're browned, remove them from the pan. They'll finish cooking later, so it's fine to place them back on the same plate. We'll repeat that with the remaining chicken. Just keep an eye on the pan and make sure nothing burns. Those brown bits in the pan are going to help build a really nice sauce. Once the chicken's browned, remove it from the pan. Then turn the heat off and let the pan cool for a minute. Once it's cooled slightly, add a little oil and saute the garlic. We just want the garlic to soften up and pick up a little bit of color. Next, add the capers. Then deglaze the pan with white wine. And we'll cook that down until it's almost all gone. Add the lemon juice and chicken broth. My version of this dish is pretty lemon forward, which I really like, but if you prefer it a little milder, you can always add a bit more chicken broth. Then we'll add some cream and let that sauce reduce just slightly. The cream adds a really nice richness to the sauce. Once everything is combined, we'll return the chicken thighs to the pan, and then we'll transfer this pan to a 400-degree oven and cook for about 25 minutes, or until it's done. Finishing the chicken in the oven works really well because the chicken can absorb the sauce while it gently reduces. It also helps the sauce concentrate without the risk of burning. After the chicken finished cooking, I found the sauce was still a little thinner than I wanted, so I removed the chicken and reduced the sauce on the stovetop for about a minute. That way the sauce thickens without overcooking the chicken. Once the sauce reaches the thickness I'm looking for, I finish it with the chopped parsley and some lemon zest. To really round out the sauce, I also add a knob of butter. We stir that in until it melts completely. And you can serve this however you like, but I really love pasta. So I'm tossing some fresh angel hair right into the sauce. If you're serving this with pasta, transfer it straight from the boiling water into the sauce. You don't want to rinse the pasta under cold water. That keeps the pasta from absorbing the sauce and all that flavor. And that's our chicken piccata. Bright, buttery, and perfect served over fresh angel hair pasta. If you'd like to learn how to make the fresh pasta I use in this dish, you can find that recipe linked in this video. And if you enjoy watching videos like this, make sure you subscribe and gather at our table. We'll catch you on the next one.